Hello, welcome. This is Time Out with Godwin. Mr. Godwin, sir, here's a question for you. How do you foster a sense of teamwork and collaboration within your organization?
Okay, so to foster a sense of teamwork and collaboration, one thing you must do as the leader or the head of an organization is communication, effective communication. That is very important. By the way, an organization is an organized group of people with a purpose. So there's a reason why the organization exists or the group of people exists. They have a purpose, they have an aim, they have a focus, there's something they're going to achieve. So the first thing that must be done is to communicate to the team, this is where we are going to. So when you communicate to the team, this is what we want to achieve or this is what we are going to, then you come up with the how are we going to do it? How are we going to achieve this? Now, you now strategize and say, okay, Mr. A, you are doing this. Mr. B, this is your work. Mr. C, this is your work. Now, if you don't communicate that and let each and everybody know where they stand, you have competition, unhealthy competition. It happens in so many small organizations. So people need to be communicated. If this is your leader, you need to communicate, okay, this is our leader, this is his role, this is this person assistant, this is his role, and then you need to also have organizational culture. To achieve this is how we are going to do it. Organizational culture could be your ethics. It could be the things, your do's and don'ts of the organization. And one thing I will encourage every company to do is to have what is called a workbook or staff handbook. That is like the constitution of that team. I hope that the question is answered to an extent.
Thank you so much, sir. That was an awesome answer given to such a question. And here's another question for you. How do you balance authenticity with the need to make a tough decision in the workplace?
This is actually a bit difficult because sometimes emotions come to play. Yes, emotions come to play and tough decisions are what we must make. But then, if we have a standing constitution, like I said in the previous question, it can be easy for us because you know that, okay, this is our value system. This is what we are known for. I'll give you an instance. Recently, I was not having too much money with me and I was asked to buy something for an organization where I'm engaged, and the item I'm buying does not have receipt. So I could say, okay, since I'm broke, why don't I take this money? But because I have a personal value, are you getting it? I have a personal value. Like, okay, the item was meant to be a certain amount and I got it at a lesser amount. But your personal value, that's like my own personal constitution that guides me. No, I must not do this. So it's important to have a constitution or a sort of, yes, a constitution that guides the organization. So when you do this, for instance, there are some organizations that if you dare fight, no matter who is who, you are leaving. And when we begin to compromise that, that is the beginning of the downfall of such an organization. Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. Lastly, before you go, in a previous video you made, you talked about leaders being vulnerable. Here's my question for you. What is the importance of vulnerability and transparency in leadership generally?
So one, it's important. Vulnerability is important because, first of all, you are human first, and we cannot take away that humanness in us. Because you are a leader, one mistake a lot of people do is that this is applicable to leaders, celebrities, and big pastors. Because you are a leader, it does not mean that you don't fart. It does not mean that you don't. Sometimes when you wake up in the morning, your mouth does not smell. So these are reality. Now, you come out with steeze and composure, and as a woman, maybe demure and everything you wear, and come out looking very spotless and flawless. But the fact is, behind the scene, there are things. Sometimes your emotions come to play. Sometimes you are hurting. So it's good you let the people know, look, I'm not perfect myself. Welcome their contribution. First of all, one thing is that there's nobody that is dull. I encourage people to take initiative, because what makes me a successful leader is the ability to create, to breed, or make other leaders, the ability to build other leaders. So it is necessary to communicate. This is what it is. Like I said, one of the tests of originality is flaws, little flaws and scars. That's the test of originality. But the thing is, first of all, before you are a leader or in that leadership position where you are first of all a human being. And that's one thing to consider. And every other person you lead is a human being. And guess what? When you show that sense of vulnerability, people respect you more. People have more value for you than when you want to form, you don't make mistakes. I've never been this, I've never done this. It's not about you, it's about the people. Leaders focus on the people, not on themselves. And what you're doing is to help the people to succeed and not for yourself. I hope this is helpful.
Thank you so much, Mr. Godwin. To you out there, he made a point that said, as a leader, you should have the ability to raise other leaders. So don't hoard your leadership. Don't hoard your leadership skill. Share and grow other people. So if you've not liked, please like, share, and subscribe to bless others. Have a lovely day.